Sorry, she did what with the boss? Shut up, no she didn't. I didn't realise Catherine had that in her. I mean, I probably should report that, but like... Oh, sorry, Janet. Do you know what? I'm gonna give you a ring back, okay? They're here again. Yeah, I know. Okay, Janet. All right. Have a lovely lunch. Bye-bye. Oh, what a little slug. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the HR department with me, head of department, Ruby Layla. Now, before we begin, I need to get something off my chest. Did my eyebrow pencil break halfway through doing my eyebrows this morning? Yes, it did. Is anyone going to talk about how one eyebrow is significantly smaller than the other? No, they're not. In fact, in the edit, I might adjust them. Is it working? If one eyebrow seems a little bit wonky or a bit misshapen, I don't want to hear niche, okay? I don't want to hear a single word. But put that out there and I've been vulnerable. So if any of you come for me, I'm taking it as a hate crime. Listen, I know how hard it is to run a HR department. I understand the struggle. However, today I would like to actually shame a HR department. Does anybody know that episode of Modern Family where Mitchell turns around and shouts shame? Shame! You should be ashamed! Listen, my mum works in costume for film and TV, right? The glamorous Hollywood lifestyle, some of you may think. No, because there is a dark secret about the film industry. No, it's not sex offenders. I mean, there is that as well, to be fair. But no, there's something even worse. Well, I wouldn't say it's actually worse, but you know, it's pretty bad. My mother sent me a picture of what she was given on set to eat for lunch. And I just want to show you guys, Apparently, it's meant to be a lasagna. I just don't really see it. It looks like Russian prison food. I don't know if that's what they were aiming for. Maybe they're trying to prepare us all. Hashtag prison core. Stick a few bows on it. So prison coquette. Maybe it's an abstract Michelin star, you know, when they do deconstructive, but no, it's not really doing it for me. And then I found out that there was a whole Instagram page dedicated to posting the food served on film sets. I just want to show you a few of these, and actually, no, for your benefit, and to be fair, this is meant to be a HR department, I am meant to be doing some sort of, I don't know, meditation. I'm gonna create a little slideshow for you to enjoy. So, take 3 deep breaths in, and out. That wasn't 3, it was 1, but it's fine. Close your eyes. Actually, don't close your eyes. I need you to see this. Keep your eyes open. But just imagine you were closing your eyes and begin. Play the music and begin. I've got a theory that food poisoning doesn't exist, because I'm not being funny. If the people who ate those meals survived to actually send in the photos to that Instagram account, it's actually not a thing, it's actually fake. Give me a few slabs of raw chicken and I'll prove you. Talking about that, sorry, totally off topic. Has anybody seen that guy who eats raw chicken? He was a vegan for 20 years or something, and now he only eats raw chicken and raw meat. You know how we've spoken about natural selection? I'm sorry. People are weird. That's almost as bad as the people who walk around barefoot. You know when people say white people shit? And white people get annoyed, mate. I just want to put this out here. I've not seen a single black person, on social media, flexing about how they don't wear shoes anymore. And they just want to feel one with nature and they're free. Please. I went on a bit of a tangent there. What was that about? Oh, yeah, sorry. If you're getting away with eating that, mate, you're getting away with eating anything. And it got me thinking about when I used to eat canteen lunches at school. Because the school foods were pretty good, maybe in secondary school from year 7 to year 9. Until a certain man decided to appear out of fucking nowhere. I know him as that bellend with a wooden spoon. Others seem to refer to him as Jamie Oliver, but I don't really, No, don't defend him, okay? He ruined my life. I'd wake up on a Monday, I'd go to school, I'd get relentlessly mocked for my trim. To be fair, was kind of asking for it. Anyway, I go down to the cafeteria, I queue 20 minutes, and I get myself a gingerbread man. About yay high, icing smiley face, 3 different coloured Smarties going down the middle. I mean, I'd have to eat around the Smarties because I was allergic, but that doesn't matter, okay? The colour contrast was a nice pop. I'd eat around the Smarties and I'd go about my day. On Tuesdays, I'd wake up, I'd go into school, I'd get relentlessly mocked for, I don't know, my face. Yet again, to be fair, was kind of asking for it. Go down to the cafeteria, queue 20 minutes, reach for my gingerbread man, eat round Smarties, and go along my day. On a Wednesday, I'd wake up, I'd go to school, I'd get relentlessly mocked for, me, Again, definitely asking for it. Blah, blah. You get the gist, right? Until one traumatic Friday. Someone had just lugged a wooden car out of DC at my skull. I've gone down to the cafeteria. I've got a headache, okay? I'm upset. I go to reach for my gingerbread man with the smiley icing face and 3 Smarties down the middle. Oh no. Oh no. Jamie? Can I call you Jamie? Okay. Jamie, babe. Where the fuck has my gingerbread man gone? And why is there a fucking high-protein flaxseed oatmeal raisin flapjack in his place? Sorry, I'd rather eat blades of grass than that. I was distraught. I think I actually started crying. I was genuinely distraught. Worst day of my life, easily. Bellend with a spoon. Can't argue there, can you? No. Right, my rant's over, okay? I should probably read the case for the day. I've lost the file, though, I won't lie. What one do I choose? I mean, I could just stare at this picture of David Salvatore all day. I wouldn't have an issue with that. That'd be more fun. Okay, right. Let's get started then, shall we? It's only taken us about, what? 8 minutes, 10 minutes.
It's case file time. That's right, with the files and the cases and the cases involved. It's case file time.
Me and my girlfriend of 8 years went to see the new Hunger Games film the other week, and since then I've caught her constantly watching edits of the actor who plays Sorry, the dyslexia is really kicking in this morning. Cornelius? I haven't watched the film, can you tell? I also haven't read the book, so what can I say? I'm illiterate. Oh, Snow. Okay, Snow. Can we just call him Snow? You know, the Cornelius bit seemed a bit unnecessary. I've caught her constantly watching edits of the actor who plays Snow before she goes to bed. In the morning at breakfast, I can hear the TikTok audios repeating, and every time I look over her shoulder, without a doubt, it's his face. I feel like I live with him. I can even hear the audios when she's in the bath. Okay, I'm going to call you Jamie, because I'd like to imagine that you're Jamie Oliver in this situation, because it'll make it 10 times funnier. Jamie, love. I'm not sure she's just taking a bath. That is so funny. We all fangirl here and there, so even though it kind of annoyed me, I just let her be. Until 4 days ago, when we were having... It's a HR department, I can't be saying that word in here. And instead of saying my name, she said Tom. My name is not Tom. She's saying I misheard her. But then it happened again the night after. What do I do? Is this a violation, question mark? For context, the actor who plays Snow is played by a man called Tom Blythe. Sorry, let me get this straight. Your girlfriend of 8 years is calling out for Tom Blythe whilst having... Mate, that is so iconic of her. Sorry, no, I should be more sympathetic. That's not iconic, guys. Valid. God, I'm crying. She's not even settled with it. She did it twice. No, I'm sorry. This is completely unprofessional of me. This is just single-handedly one of the funniest things I've ever heard of in my life. You are... Sorry. You are completely valid feeling upset. It's not nice for your girlfriend of 8 years to be doing that.
But in my books, this is a certified violation.
But like, may I just say, being a fangirl is a full-time job. It's hard to switch your brain off. You think I'm talking to you and just focusing on you? Absolutely not. Have you seen my screensaver?
That is how much control you have over me.
Mate, look what's going on in my head right now. That's womanhood. It's not something to be looked over. Nothing to be diminished. Ooh. Diminished. It's a good word, that. Diminished. Nish.
Because while you were sitting around, waiting, doing niche.
But you know who I blame? TikTok editors. Oh my God, who needs the cinema anymore when you have a whole 15-second cinematic experience at the touch of your phone? And no, I'm not talking about... Sorry, that's disgusting. Ugh. Use Twitter like a normal person. I'm joking. If anything, it's the other way around. TikTok editors, I blame you. A good TikTok volume edit? Oh my God, it can make anyone look hot. In fact, I want one. Someone edit me. I'm gonna do some really cool hot things and you can edit them. Ready? Okay. Smolder, that's it. Oh no, my hair's like cracking. If someone doesn't make me look super hot out of those clips, I mean, not that you have to try very hard. I'll cry and I'll get you fired. I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. Did I just leave for 2 hours, go eat a salmon sandwich, put some more lip gloss on and come back? No, I did. And I don't actually regret it. Wow, this appointment is not passing the Bechdel test. Is it Bechdel test or Bechdel test? If you don't know what the Bechdel test is, fucking Google it. I'm not a dictionary. Sorry, that was uncalled for. It's been a long day. Bechdel test is basically how many conversations do women have in like films that don't include or are to a man. So they're not about a man and not to a man. You'd be surprised, it's shockingly low. I mean, you might not be surprised, but yeah, it's low, it's not good. I always apply this to my friendship, like all the time. I have one friend who I love having conversations with because every conversation I have with her, I just come out of it feeling like, wow, I've learned so much. We will have our little boy chats, that's fine, but we'll also talk about what we've done in the week, our ambitions, how we can help each other get to our goals. I always come away from conversations with her being like, I really enjoyed that. Because it kind of like goes under the radar how much as girls, like we chat about boys. Hey, listen, I'm such a hypocrite for this because I know I'm bad. I stress so much about my conversations with people and what they've walked away with, like the thought of me in their mind that they have. And I always feel so guilty after talking about a crush or a boy I'm texting or just a man, because I know how repetitive and how dull it can be to someone else. It's something I've really been trying to work on, because it's not that I don't want to talk about anything else. I do have things I want to talk about, but I don't know if you want to talk about them. So I'm just relating on the only thing that I feel like you can give something back to. And obviously people have different friends, different things, that's all fine. Actually, talking about my friends, and I'm gonna name and shame. She's been kidnapped. I don't actually mean kidnapped, but she's got a boyfriend now, which is kind of the same thing. I digress. Why am I saying I digress? Who am I? Taken hostage, in other words. I'm joking. I'm very lucky to have a best friend who knows how to balance her boyfriend and me, obviously. But I've been friends with people who genuinely just drop every single person they know as soon as they get in a relationship, and it is the weirdest thing. Like, I cannot wrap my head around wanting to be involved in someone's life that much. Does that make sense? Like, in my head, right, the perfect relationship is kind of like, I have my life, they have their life. We come together, you know, spend time with each other, and then we continue in our own lives. Obviously our lives involve each other, but we also have our own lives. You know those couples that literally, they live together, they work together, they will not go anywhere without each other? I just think it's unhealthy. Maybe I just haven't met the one. The one, who am I? David Mitchell.
You are the one.
Because the problem is, if they break up with you, what do you do? Like, where do you go with that? If your whole life has become about them, what do you do? Where do you go? Why are you running? Do you know what I mean? I used to have a friend who used to hang out with me all the time, and then she'd get a boyfriend, and then she'd drop me completely. And then they break up. She'd call me again and we'd hang out, and then she'd get another boyfriend, and then I'd be dropped completely. And then they'd break up and she'd call me again. And it got to the point where I sat there and I went, actually, I'm gonna stop now, because you drop me every single time somebody else comes near. Ew. Ew. Another massive red flag is when people can't see that their partners are wrong. This friend who kept jumping from relationship to relationship and then dropping everyone as soon as she got into a relationship, my absolute breaking point was when we went to a party. I got distracted by another topic and went on a whole other rant, and I forgot to tell you the rest of the story. Oh my god, okay, so girly chat, right, let's go. We're at this party, okay? Her boyfriend starts telling me his thoughts about how he thinks that everyone should be able to say the N-word. He doesn't understand why white people can't say the N-word and why black people would feel threatened for someone to be saying the N-word around them, right? And I was trying to express to him on an emotional level why that could upset somebody of colour. And he was being so stubborn. Do you know what? Madeline Argy said something the other day, and I honestly could not agree more, but it sounds like really fucking classist. It sounds bad, but I completely see where she's coming from. If you were smart, I can argue with you all day. However, the second I start arguing with a stupid person, I can't do it. I can't argue with a stupid person. I can argue with a smart person all day, all day. If you are thick and we are arguing, I'm out. I'm done. You're having an argument with someone, right? But at the same time, you're also debating. You've got to listen to what the other person says. I hate people who speak to you and argue with you and have no consideration for what you're saying back to them. They'll be like, 1 and 1 is 3. And I'll go, how is 1 and 1 3? If I have 1 apple and then I put this other apple next to the first apple, we have 2 apples. And they go, no. 1 and 1 is 3. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Whenever I debate with someone or I argue with someone, I really try to consider what they're saying. I try and go into their head and I try and put it into perspective of, oh, how could this make sense to them? Oh, this is how they're seeing it. This is how they're thinking it. Okay, and then you can start taking steps, right, to finding a solution to whatever you're arguing about. But the second someone is stupid, the second you start chatting to someone who is just stubborn, they're not arguing with you. They're just shouting statements. It's not a conversation. It's them saying things and not listening. I hate it so much. There's nothing which makes me angrier. It pushes me to a level of frustration I can't even begin to explain. He was one of them, right? He was one of them. He was just like, yeah, but I just don't understand why black people would feel upset about me saying it as a white person. And I told him why they would feel upset and he went, yeah, but I just don't understand. And I went, well, you might not understand because you've never had somebody kind of come at you in that format, in that way. And he really could not get that through his mind, but he was being so stubborn. And then my ex-best friend came down. She's sitting next to him, just listening to the conversation. And by the end of it, I'm quite riled up. She sees me getting upset, and I just hear, sorry, I didn't realise something was funny. And I see her giggling. And she goes to him, babe, just don't set her off on one, okay? Look, she's triggered now, don't set her off on one. Sorry, don't set her off. Oh, babe, just don't set her off. Just don't set her off. And I'm really upset because she's laughing at me, getting upset about this boy who is basically telling me that racism doesn't exist. And that's her boyfriend. We were best friends. We were sisters, right? I give up. I get home that evening and I sit down and I think that actually really wasn't okay. I was physically upset and you are sitting there laughing at me, telling him not to set me off, not to trigger me. So I text her saying, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with the way you handled that. You're meant to be my best friend. I know he's your boyfriend, but like, come on. Are you serious, right? And do you know what she replies with? If you didn't want to hear his opinions in the first place, then you should have just walked away. How is this now my fault? Your boyfriend started the conversation. And then she tried using the excuse that it was because he was from Leeds. He's just from a small city in Leeds. Or he's never even seen a black person before. It was like a unicorn for him. Mate, come on, he treated a unicorn better and we both know it. I didn't get the confiscation box out today because there were no items confiscated. Oh, apart from that like 8-inch dip. Well, it's 5 o'clock. You know what that means? It's time for a glass of red wine, a hot bath and a box of Morleys, all at the same time. I feel like this has been really helpful for both of us. I feel like you've learned a lot and I'm a great teacher. Okay, see you the next time you get sent in here. Bye. Yeah, door's there. Janet? You alright, love? Yeah.